Okay. Hey guys, what's up? And let's talk about school. More school. Yay. So it's November 1st today, and it's the first day out of the 4 days where I have the midterms, and today I had oh, look at that goodness. So today I had the reading comprehension English reading comprehension test, and then we had the physics test, and then we had the Chinese writing test. And it's probably the first time ever in high school plus middle school that I had ever revised so less. And but I don't necessarily feel scared, because I've done this 9 times already, and physics isn't really that difficult, even though the concepts are a little complicated, but I think I can handle that, right? We got moment, aka turning effect, and then we have projectile motion, and then we have momentum. And for the English reading comprehension test, it's real easy, really. And then we had the Chinese writing test after lunch, and it's weird. It's a weird one. We had never had a Chinese test like this ever before, because this time we're not writing a completely new and original passage. We have to rewrite a passage that we studied during our Chinese class, and we need to rewrite it, but in a different character's perspective. So it's a fictional passage, and we need to write it in another person's perspective. So it's an interesting one. Even though I won't say that I did greatly, because I don't know, I didn't write that much. But I guess I'm gonna do okay, right? Alright, it's November 2nd today, and we had our Chinese and biology test. The Chinese test is really difficult. Yeah, yeah, not even the Chinese experts of our class can decipher that passage. Both of them, actually. Usually for Chinese tests, we get 2 passages. One of them is basically normal Chinese, and one of them is basically Chinese that dates back to around a couple hundred BC. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like they expect us to understand Chinese back when it's 500 years BC. Yeah. And we also have the biology test. And it's actually relatively easier. The multiple choice questions are, I guess, a little hard, but the long questions after that, it's actually not that bad. Yeah. And since both A class and C class study biology, yeah, we took the test at the school hall, and C class and all. And after the test, but Leo, Pink, Natalie, Christopher, and another guy, they went to have a hot pot together. If you don't know what a hot pot is, it's basically a kind of meal where you put a bunch of raw food into a pot of hot water or hot soup, and then you cook it, and then you eat it. And I didn't. I go back home and had lunch because I have things to do. And tonight I'm going to hang out with my cousin, and we're gonna watch Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen biopic. which is pretty cool, and I'm actually feeling kind of good. It's the test, and for some reason, I feel good. And before the test, I feel terrible. So I don't know what's happening, but okay. Okay, I should be feeling really really sad right now. But no, I don't know. It's just this huge discovery for me. First of all, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I went to the dentist to have my, teeth, my braces checked, and the dentist added like a few more brackets, and my mouth hurts once again. But, whatever, because my mouth hurts all the fucking time, right? But, what happened today is truly extraordinary. So, on Friday, I went back home, and some random dude just went into our house and unplugged the Wi-Fi router, because like 2 weeks ago I had like my computer had some Wi-Fi connection problems, and my mom thought it was the router's fault, while it's actually the modem's fault. So my mom really just called the guys, the Wi-Fi guys, and unplugged the entire router. So from Friday till now, I didn't have Wi-Fi. That's 4 days already, and God knows when will we have Wi-Fi back. And that's actually kind of depressing. But today, since there's no Wi-Fi, I can't surf around YouTube. Well, I can, but it's gonna use a lot of my mobile data. So instead, I just went onto my computer and explored some of my old files, my folders in the hard drives and all. And remember that I told you. You know what? I want to sit down. And if you have been paying enough attention, I've told you guys before that there were all these crazy things that had happened before 2016 March, but I just couldn't. It was like these crazy things happened that changed my life. And I used to have a lot of photos and videos and WhatsApp messages to prove it. And then my phone just died out all of a sudden, and all the evidence left were gone. And I was really sad, and it had been like 2.5 years now. Yep. Or 3.5? No, 2.5. So, but then there were like a few files left in the phone before it completely died out, and I stored those files in my computer. So I looked up into those files once again, and I went to the WhatsApp folder, because WhatsApp, oh my gosh, right? And I went to the WhatsApp images, and I found a few images that really, really shocked me. And I found very old photos of me and Cedric and Bernice being together. It actually happened, and these memories aren't just some sort of crazy ass dream. They actually happened. And then I found a selfie, and apparently Mary's. It never happened. No, it happened. When I saw it, I believe it. It happened. It's a photo of Mary and me. It's a selfie, and it was a school picnic trip, and we were in the same class back then. And back then, Mary would actually acknowledge my existence. And I looked at the photo, and I'm like, come on, no way it's real. No fucking way. But then, I remember. And then there are other photos, like during the whole crazy all-out war, guns blazing period. And there was a moment where I and Natalie went to like a social worker to seek help. That was Natalie's idea, by the way. And then I took my diary with me, because my diary back then was one of the most precious pieces of documents in the entire fucking class. And Natalie was just holding the diary open, and she had a ponytail back then, and it was in, year 2 or 8th grade, and my gosh, I didn't even know that I took a photo like that. I have no idea. Whoa. And I kept on searching. In fact, yesterday I also went through some of my old files, and I found these audio files. These WhatsApp audio files. Not all of them, but I found some of them. And one of them was like, who would offend Linda? Like, some dude said that, maybe Keith, I don't know. And then another voice message was from Jordana. It was 2015, November 28th. And Jordana told me that she wants to befriend Bernice and Cedric so that she could expose Cedric's plan. And she told me that, Bernice wasn't too defensive, so she could easily penetrate their minds or something. So she was kind of manipulative and Machiavellianist back then. Yeah, and then now she's just dumb, right? And then I had another audio file. It was 2016, March 14th, and it was an audio file that Natalie forwarded to me. And it was basically Linda yelling at Natalie for blaming Jordana wrongfully. And then, alright, and then I also found a bunch of downloaded songs, pre-downloaded songs on my computer, like the song clips that I used in my album reviews. And, because I don't have Wi-Fi and I don't want to waste all my data, and I wanted to listen to some music, so I copied a bunch of the songs into my USB. Some of them are music videos, and I copied some movie clips in there, and then there were all these like very, very old clips of me in Malaysia, Japan, Italy, France, USA, and I copied some of them plus the photos into my USB. And this one little thing, I used 2 hours to pick photos, audio files, and videos, and all stuffed it in this USB. I'm gonna play it tonight. This is worth like 5-6 hours of entertainment. I don't need Wi-Fi anymore. I can just watch this with this one little USB. And I am just so grateful. It dates all the way back to like 2013 or something. And, oh yeah, damn it. New Zealand. I forgot to put New Zealand in there. I guess I'll put it tonight. And, damn, I also found a photo of me and Oliver for the school picnic day. I'm gonna show it to him tomorrow. The memories, they are real. They're fucking real. And then, like a couple months back, I asked Cedric to, send me the photo files of me and him and Jordana and Linda in Disneyland and a bunch of other people, and also another photo of me, him, Bernice, Jane, and Mary in like a Chinese history project or something. And I got the photo, and it was glorious, but not as glorious as that one fucking selfie. That one fucking selfie. I'm really happy about that. And I don't know. I don't know if there are any photos of just me and Linda. I don't think there are. Yeah, what a shame. But yeah, it's real. Okay, anyway, let's get back onto the fucking boring reality. Today, it's November... What? November what? November 5th, right? And it was a Monday, so, and we had our liberal studies test. Nothing liberal, nothing conservative. It's like a socio-political essay type of test. And it's okay. I guess I tried my best. And then after that, we had our English grammar test, and it was okay. after I finish the test, there are still 30 minutes of spare time left. And I guess I'm kind of okay with life. I guess. In fact, after school, I and Nick were on the same bus as Mary and another new friend of hers. And I was like, wow, I and her are like two complete strangers. And I actually think that statement was right. Like, we are actually strangers, but back then we weren't. And that's the craziest part of it all. And yeah, this is one of the best days of the year, hands down, because I have done something, probably the smartest thing that I have ever done this year. The smartest fucking thing. I'm the biggest winner. I'm the biggest fucking winner. So, it's November 6th today, the last day of our test. Why are there nails? I'll clean it up. And, yeah, I'm so glad it ended. But it also means that I will have a lot of other things to achieve in my life. You know, if I work hard. And today we had a math test, which I'm actually quite confident about. And then we have chemistry test, which is pretty, I guess, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but not that it's easy, it's just straightforward. And after school, Leo, Natalie, Pink, Christopher, and the other guy, they wanted to take some photos or some shit like that. I don't know what the hell are they doing, but if they're taking photos for the sake of Instagram, I mean, but count me in anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I want to make some really artistic, Instagram posts, and it's not those, like cliche thought Instagram posts, not like, ass out in Greece or something. No, I want to like, it's like, I don't know, like there are photos, there are imageries that I find really awesome, like me or anyone with blood just raining, just flowing down, streaming down from the top of their head. That would be very, very nice to see. That would be really cool. So it'd be a great, idea for an Instagram post, really. But hey, let's get back to what I'm trying to say. My Wi-Fi is still down, and that sucks. And yeah, that's all I really need to say. Oh yeah, duh. After school, Leo, Natalie, Christopher, and Pink, they went to, the mall, and they wanted to have lunch together. And then I parted ways because I didn't plan to have lunch with them in the mall. So when I was walking away, Tyrus and Idris and their friend were sitting inside another restaurant looking at me, straight at me, and laughing at me. And I think Tyrus even pointed at me. Man, these bitches. I mean, I thought the whole, Tyrus hates me thing is over, but no. Once you got the chance to laugh at him, go laugh at him. I don't know. I don't want to care about this Tyrus dude, but he is a real son of a bitch sometimes. But yeah, I stayed there in the mall for quite a while because I don't want to, Alright, well, it's November, I don't even know. Alright, it's November 9th, and I'm going to finish up the first half of November. And, yeah. So let's get back into November 5th on what happened that day. during lunch, I was with the boys again, Tom, AJ, Hector, Hans, Leo's there as well, Nick. And the boys kind of talked about how Jordana flirted in front of AJ, so now I can predict that Jordana will become a thought. Yeah. And oh yeah, and then after I went home, some dude went into our house and disconnected our internet connection Wi-Fi router thing, because a couple weeks back my computer didn't receive any, well, not at all, but was hardly able to receive any internet connection, and it's the modem's fault. But my mom thought it's the router's fault, so my mom literally disconnected the whole fucking router, and we didn't have internet connection for like I guess 6 days, around 6 days. Yep, 6 days. And yeah, that really sucked. But because of that, I ventured into my folders in my computer. Oh yeah, I told you that already. Damn. Yep. So yeah, I found audio files, I found photos that really shocked me. And yeah, I guess there's a pro side to the whole no Wi-Fi thing. And then on November 6th, I was almost late in the morning, but hey, whatever. And then after school, on November 6th, Pink, Leo, Natalie, and Christopher, and another dude went all the way to the central district of Hong Kong at night to take some high-quality, romantic-ass Instagram photos, including Leo and Pink face-to-face, nose-to-nose, or some shit. In fact, I'm gonna be honest here, I want to make some real good, stylish Instagram posts as well and take the photos, but not like others. I want it to be in my style, so it's probably gonna take a lot of, I guess, effort. But it's gonna take a lot of effort, because if I really wanna seriously make a cool Instagram post, I would probably, I don't know, be in a dark room and have someone pour some red liquid on my head, so as the photo is taken, blood drips down from my face. That sounds like a little edgy, but it's aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, still, jeez, why is everybody taking photos after the fucking test? Jordana taking selfies as well. Yeah, and then there was a moment after school where I was where I kind of reminded myself of who I was before, and it was in this mall before Leo, Natalie, those people went to take the photos. I was in there and I just stayed there for a while. I think it's because Tyrus and Idris were somewhere else in some restaurant, and they were laughing at me from afar because I wasn't with the bunch of people, so they were laughing at my social awkwardness, I guess. And I just stayed there and took peeks and stuff. But yeah, after November 6th, it's November 7th. Yes, and that is the first day after the test. And before the test, I guess it's the very first time in my high school life that I had done so less revision. And not because I'm confident, but it's probably because I don't really care all that much because before October 30th, I was in a very bad mood for quite some time, and I just didn't really have the the motivation to revise. But anyway, I think the tests were okay. I thought the tests were okay, but apparently, no, it's not. So first of all, we have the biology test. So I'm gonna literally show you the samples. Okay, 1 sec. There we go. The biology test. I got, out of 70, I got a 46, which isn't too bad, to be honest. It could be worse, but I just wish it would be more, because I used to be okay at biology, right? Nick gets a 40, Leo gets a 55, Olivia, the top of the class, gets a 56, and Oliver and Suki, fake name, also gets 47, higher than me. Even Oliver is higher than me. I mean, no offense to Oliver, I think he's a smart guy, but come on. And Jordana's better than me, of course, 50, Russell's 55, and Grant got a 28 because he isn't really that good. So here we go. I'm not gonna show you my name, but that's a 46 out of 70. And in the multiple choice questions, you can see I did pretty well, actually, 17 out of 20. And in the first couple of long questions, I did pretty well as well, like the questions relating to bones and muscles. I revised a lot for that chapter, bones and muscles. So as you can see in this long question, I got a 7 out of 9, and that's pretty good. Even though I didn't get any marks for that last sub-question because I didn't really know how to answer. Because if you use like a model to represent a skeleton, you can't really make a ball and socket joint. Yep. And then, I did pretty well. And there's a question about penguin and seagull's wings, bones, and it's actually not bad. I actually did know how to answer the question. I'm kind of impressed. But the last 2 questions, I totally fucked it. Like, this one, it's about a dog, a diabetic dog, and I don't know why, I just didn't write keywords and stuff, and I got a 3 out of 10. And then for the last question,